Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of Fig Variety Review and Talk. And today we're going to be starting off with this tree right here that we're looking at. This is a grafted tree. The rootstock is Black Texas Everbearing. And then this limb here is Bourbon. This limb here is Signore Ron. Now, my Bourbonies are just now starting to ripen, but I've already got a Bourbon on its own rootstock that has already ripening. Now, with that being said, on the other hand, I have an in-ground Signore Ron that hasn't even begun to ripen. And looky here, look at this flopper. This thing is just, it doesn't get any better, any more perfect. It's starting to wrinkle and sag. The neck is, I mean, I don't know if you can see just how soft this thing is ripened. Ooh, Signore Ron. This is definitely, when it comes to flavor, definitely in my top 3. Might be top 1 or 2 given the year. Last year it would have definitely been my favorite for flavor. All right, let's go cut this thing open. All right, here we go. We got the Signore Ron. Let's look at it again. Kind of a little bigger eye, but not huge. Plenty of wrinkling. Nice purple flavor. Whew, here we go. First one of the year. Oh yeah. Perfectly ripe. Look at that. Oh man. Oh. Nice. Thick. Sweet. Like pancake batter. The skin's chewy. Got that nice subtle berry. Well, it's got some complex to it too, and some of that coming from the skin. Definitely a winner. The Signore Ron. Okay, holy moly, look how big this fig is. Look at that, it's got a big old eye. I mean, it's probably a good 180 grammer. I mean, it's huge. We're gonna cut it open and look at it and have a taste of it. Ooh. Big old meaty yellow long neck in ground. But it looks really delicious. Let's see if it is. It's gonna be meaty. Yeah. You know what? I'll just eat this piece right here. Mmm. That's a mouthful. Nice, smooth, honey, creamy. It's got a floral flavor to it. Hard to beat the yellow long neck if you like a big honey fig. Woo! Yeah. You can taste, you can feel the achenes in it. Say it's got some seed crunch because I can feel them on my tongue. Yellow long neck. All right, here we go. I'm gonna look at cut some figs open. Let's start off with this LSU purple. See what it looks like. Ooh, nice. little brown sugar, honey. That's a good fig. If you like honey figs. Cut this next one open. I believe this is green Mitskarinska. Oh yeah, sure is. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely delish. Nice, thick, sweet strawberry raspberry flavor. It kind of had started to dry on the tree. Got some honey flavors to it. We'll look at this one here. This is also green Mitskarinska. They're a lot bigger this year. This one here is not quite as ripe as the last one. I got several tastes, so. That one there is a lot creamier. Less sweet, more berry, a little more tart raspberry there. I like that. It was delicious. All right, this next one is Long Day Out. Oops, I can get away from me there. Looking real good. Nice pudding type texture, real smooth. Nice, mildly sweet with some fig berry in there. I don't know particular. There's a little hint of molasses in that. It's pretty good. All right, let's see what else we can find here. Here's a couple of figs we've been waiting to see. This is La Bourgeoisie. We'll cut them both open. That don't look too great. It was kind of funky anyway. Let's see what this is over here. It's a lot riper. It's not real red. Looks good though. It's got kind of a reddish amber. A little bit of a caramel color. Skin's real thin. Nice, sweet. There's some caramel notes in there. Some berry. It gets sweeter even as you eat on it. I believe there's some of the sweetness is even in the skin. Quite a bit of flavor in the skin. You can see the skin, it'll kind of peel. That's really good. I'm going to cut this one in half and kind of see if I can. About the same flavor, just not quite as rich. That's pretty good. La Bourgeoisie. Maybe one you want to add to your collection. All right, let's see what else we got hiding in here amongst us. No, I got at least 2 more or 3 more here I can show you. Or maybe 4. All right. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, here's another one we can look at. All right, so this next one is Bourbon. It's a striped fig. This one was on its own roots. My grafted one is just now starting to ripen. Got kind of a void in the middle. Nice and creamy. Honey sweet. Skin's a little thicker. Kind of like a creamy honey with a bit of a sandpaper skin. Very good. Kind of a, I wouldn't call it simple honey. It's got some complexity to it. Let's compare it to this honey fig here. This honey fig here is LSU Champagne. This is the ripest one. Let's compare it to the other one. Nice and creamy. Kind of a floral honey. Almost like a wildflower honey. It's good. That's my LSU Champagne. We've already looked at this one once this year, but we'll look at it again. This is a Smith. Off of the Manina ground. Woo! Delish. Oh, real berry. Not as sweet as you would like it. Could have probably used another day, but boy, the berry was intense on that. Wow. All right, this next one is Bass's favorite. Got kind of a big eye. Skin's real frail on it, as you can see. It's been hanging. It's real soft. I wanted to get it good and ripe. Ooh. Bass's favorite. Man, that looks good. Nice and thick. The skin's thin. You can taste, you can feel the achenes. I would say it probably has some seed crunch in it. Nice, rich berry. Not overly sweet. It is sweet, but man, the berry's very intense on that. That's a real good fig. Bass's favorite. All right. This next two is two different ripenesses of black Manzanina. You can see it gets a lot darker. I didn't actually aim to pick this one here. I bumped it and it fell off, so. But this one here looks real good. They're generally still pretty good to eat at this point. This one here is just going to have a sweeter, nice pasty inside berry. Tough chewy skin. Really love that black Manzanina. I'm going to get a taste of this one too. See how much it changes. Nowhere near as intense. Still got about the same sweetness, just not as intense a berry. Skin's still good and chewy. It's still a good fig. You can pick it at that point and go ahead and probably take it to market, and it would not disappoint. It is really good. All right. So this one here is I'm not sure if it's completely right, but I think it is. It felt like it. Maybe the top's not 100%, but it was so big. This is Gorgeous Oak Grease from an in-ground tree. Woo! Look at that. Definitely could have hung a little longer, but it was so big, I just had to pick it. Perfect. Not too sweet. Nice rich berry. Juicy. Could let it hung another day or two, but something might have happened to it. If you was going to market, this was the time to pick it, because it'll ripen up a little bit in the fridge. All right, let's see if we've got anything else. Here's a mule. This is a mule fig that's splitting out on the side from Moscatel Preto. See what it looks like. It's kind of weird looking. Might not get to see a mule fig very often. I've got a few this year. We'll taste it and compare. Got more of a tropical flavor to it, with some floral notes, but it's really sweet. All right, what other cool stuff did we pick in here today? I believe, well, I knew I had something else here. Right there it is. So, I believe that is cherry bourbon. Let's open it up. Sweet. I don't taste no bourbon. Got a little hint of cherry to it, but it's mostly just kind of table sugar sweet with a hint of cherry in it. We'll have to revisit a couple more of these and see what they taste like later on. That's just the first one of the season, so we'll let it. It's got a nice skin to it, so we'll kind of see what it does and let it get a little riper. This last one is a mt.enta Cassari. Let's cut it open. Oh wow. Yeah, that makes me think it's a lot different, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to find my ripest. I've got several Hardy Chicagos in here. I believe this is the ripest Hardy Chicago. We're going to compare them. Well, other than the different shape, they're pretty close to being about the same in intensity, ain't they? Yep. Nice Hardy Chicago flavor. Now let's taste this one. Oh yeah, there's an extra cherry note in that. Definitely some kind of a complex cherry flavor. So yeah, there is a difference in mt.entas. Different flavors, different shapes. I wouldn't have thought that. I never was an advocate for it either. But after growing so many different varieties of mt.entas, you start picking up and seeing the differences. You just got to kind of pick out which one, you know, might suit you better. Taste a bunch of them. Well, there's what we got to look over today. Thanks for watching.